Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I've got two knives to go over with you guys. Both of these are very special from two of my favorite knife dealers out there. So we're going to go ahead and go in this order here. Links for all these knives down below in the description and pin comment. But we're going to go ahead and get started here with the Kentucky Holler Jack. This is a new variant from, of course, Austin, our good friend over at Traditional Pocket Knives. So let me just go ahead and get in here. The menu, the OEM is QSP, and I think these are, I want to say, in a new variants, right? They got some new models in with some new inlays and things like that. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh man, this one's looking nice, you guys. Now, things that really catches my eye at first is obviously you got the Kentucky State outline, right? Little shield there going on this one. We have a blue, smooth blue bone sort of inlay going on with the, again, Kentucky shield. Looking nice with steel bolsters, right, on both sides. And of course, you got a big back spring here. That's what's gonna provide the tension. The fit and finish on these are always really spot on. QSP does a very awesome job as an OEM. And of course, you got this little signature sort of cutout here, right, on the handle. Gives you good access to the blade. Easy to open, bam, and close. Well, let's go ahead and get some acoustics while we're here. All right, absolutely very satisfying acoustics. Now check out the blade. We have I just double check because I have been second guessing myself there for a second. This is a hollow ground on this particular one, and we do have 154 cm steel. So that is a higher tier than, say, your D2 or your 14C 28N. Even, I believe, higher tier than Nitro V steel as well. So a little bit of a sort of middle of the road, very good steel for a knife like this one. Of course, it's going to be a little bit on the smaller side, so still able to get a full purchase here, right, with my average size hands. Again, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands, just average size here. And just remember, this is a non-locking knife, so don't put too much pressure behind the spine of the blade. But as far as the tension here, right, good tension to it. I would say it being a side pull and all, good, I want to say 5 out of 10. A good solid 5 out of 10 on the pull. I've seen some that are a little bit stiffer, right, harder to pull, some are softer to pull in my experience. So I'm gonna go a good half point, 5 out of 10. And if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you probably remember the abalone version that we checked out in the past some time ago. So this one was the OG here in the channel, right? One of my favorite finishes on a handle here with the abalone. Just looks so good. And then just recently, right, they released some additional new variants. So I believe there is one with the Indian head. You also have a jack-o'-lantern going on with orange. You also have a Kieranite ultraviolet acrylic and a Kieranite liquid gold variants as well. So definitely plenty to choose from. The Kentucky Holler Jack, one of C. Risner's designs. Absolutely loving it here, especially now with the Kentucky shield inlay, right? Absolutely kind of fits and goes with the name. Also on the box with the Kentucky Holler Jack, I want to say, and as usual, right, we got some goodies here from Traditional Pocket Knives. We got the, of course, good old Jolly Rancher, one of my favorites here, blue raspberry. Bam, we got the complimentary Band-Aid, because, you know, accidents happen from time to time. We got a blue and white Kentucky Holler Jack logo there with the Kentucky State. We have another design right here with the green and orange. And then we have this last one right here, right, with the sort of camping out in the woods, campfire tent, right, the whole 9 yards, C. Risner cutlery going on there. So very nice swag here, right, complimentary with your order. Absolutely gotta love it, right? That's the kind of stuff you can expect from Traditional Pocket Knives. And by the way, guys, in case I haven't already said this, you can use code Miguel10 for 10% off. That's right. If you're interested in picking one of these up, again, links below, and you can use code Miguel10 for 10% off. Gotta love it. Can't wait to carry this one with a blue carry sort of color combo here very soon. Let's go ahead and check out what the next one is all about here. We have a Spyderco knife, but this one's coming from our friends over at Lone Star Knives. Shout out to Chris, right? He sent this one in for me to review and check out as a loaner. So Lone Star Knives and Supply from Texas, from good old US of A. They also sent some goodies here. And by the way, I've been affiliated with them. You've probably seen some of my community posts recently. You can get up to 10% with code Miguel EDC for anything you get over at Lone Star Knife. in supply. Check out that sticker there. We also, of course, have a complimentary band-aid because you know you'll need those all the time, and then also a star right there as well. And also, almost forgot the Knife and Supply logo Lone Star pin here, right? So that's looking very nice since 2023. Looking very good. I'm very excited to work with an up-and-coming brand company like this one. And Chris is such a cool dude. So shout out to Chris. Even got a Pokemon card, and I'm not even that much of a Pokemon guy, but check it out, right? You guys let me know in the comments if this one is a cool one or not. But yeah, excited to get all of these goodies here along with the knife. But let's see what this one's all about. This one, of course, is available on their website. We're looking at the USA made, of course, Paramilitary 2 with B&M CRUWEAR. So this is going to be a very special one here. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, we got the knife. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've looked at a PM2, right? And Chris asked me, do you have a PM2? I'm like, man, I got the tried and true G10 PM2 from like day one, aka from the very beginning of the channel here. But we're about to check out something special today here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the paperwork sticker here, right? Usual Spyderco unboxing stuff. But let's see what this one has. Part of the treatment here from Lone Star Knives. You got the U-line silica gel, right? Prevent any humidity from getting to the knife. So right off the bat, this mic card is looking pretty cool. I can tell this one's going to age pretty well over time. Well, we got, of course, a good old compression lock here from Spyderco. Check out the pocket clip situation. Of course, deep carry, reversible. But I do have an aftermarket one on my OG PM2, right? But this one has the Lone Star logo going on there, right? That's looking good, right? By the way, these are really, really nice deep pocket carry clips. Absolutely a recommendable upgrade over the standard clip you get with your Spyderco knives, period. All right, so upgrading your clip on a Spyderco knife is probably a must-do upgrade, pretty much. So very signature Spidey opening hole here. If you're new to Spydercos, that's one of the things that really sets them apart. The big old round circle opening hole. Wait a second, we got. Again, I'm not a linear guy, but I got to tell you, man, this red, white, and blue USA flag lanyard here in the back absolutely complements this knife, being USA made. Complements it very well, so I'll definitely give it that here. But now for real, let's go ahead and get it deployed. Bam, right here we go. Let's check out what we have, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful satin finish on this one, and we're talking about CRUWEAR, right? We got CRUWEAR on the steel for this bad boy. With CRUWEAR, you're getting a great balance of toughness, wear resistance, and also a pretty high hardness as well on the steel. And so absolutely a nice little premium steel for sure. Very desirable. Air Glisser and Saw Glisser signatures right there on the blade, father and son. And of course, like we said earlier, made in good old US of A, Golden, Colorado to be exact. So that is nice. Of course, I mean, this is a classic by now. Amazing, great ergos, right, for EDC. Just a very capable knife. Absolutely a workhorse. So you definitely get what you are paying for with this one, no doubt about it, right? And I remember when I started my EDC journey, right, one of the, picked up a whole lot of budget knives and things like that. But when I first started looking into more high-end knives, right, I definitely came across Spyderco, and I didn't look back. I basically got like 5 different models, which are to this day my top favorite knives, and it can get pretty expensive because some models are more pricey than others. So I kind of picked some of my favorite ones out of the bunch. I'm going to show you a few, right, just for reference here. We got the Para 3, which is the smaller brother of the PM2. We got the Smock, which is a Smock Designs collaboration. We, of course, got the other very iconic Spyderco, the Manix 2. A lot of competition going on. Which one's better, the PM2 or the Manix 2? And I made a whole video on that some time ago, by the way. And also here's the Yojimbo 2. All right, so check it out. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 5 OG Spydercos. Of course, you can see how this one here fits into the bunch, right? That mic holder looking really nice. Most of mine are on G10, as you can see. And since then, I've had a few other Spyderco knives join the collection. This one is from Maniago, Italy. This one is the Urban, a GP Knives exclusive, right? This one's going to be a smaller guy right here. And of course, a very iconic, very unique and interesting looking Dodo from Spyderco as well. This one is a Blade HQ exclusive. I honestly didn't plan for this one to be a whole Spyderco collection update, but I figure, hey, great opportunity to show you some of the other Spyderco knives that I own and I carry the most. I mean, these right here are the OGs of the channel have carried these a ton, right? And of course, I still use the PM2 Para 3 for size comparisons all the time. And I feature, right, all these other ones here at some point or another in the channel before. All right, guys, and you already know what time it is. Time to get scientific with it here. We got some paper, we got some cardboard. One is a single wall piece of cardboard. The other one is dual wall, right, piece of cardboard here. So we're going to be testing these out here as we go. Starting, of course, in the order in which we unbox them with the Holler Jack here, Kentucky Holler Jack, 154 cm. Right, go into paper there, no issues. Nice and sharp. Again, we said this is a hollow ground. Bam, boom. Yeah, absolutely pretty slicey. I mean, it being such a narrow blade and all, absolutely delivers and performs as you would expect. Switching over to the single wall piece of cardboard here, cutting diagonally here for better performance. We'll get a few cuts. All right, so you can do that pretty well. And now switching to the dual wall piece of cardboard. All right, let's see how we do with this one. Well, you can tell this one is a little bit more challenging for any knife, period, not just this knife. I had to kind of get some leverage off camera on that one. We'll do one last one. There we go, right? So you can certainly do it, right? Obviously, you're going to put more pressure with your hand, right? Your pull through strength is going to be a little bit higher, but it can definitely deliver and cut through, right, that dual wall cardboard as well. So definitely performing here pretty well, as you would expect. Now, of course, these two knives are completely different, right? This one's a more, right, small form factor, right, elegant carry, whereas this one is an absolute workhorse designed to just put in work. So CRUWEAR on a piece of paper, right, that's going to be a piece of cake. One thing you should know about Spyderco, their knives come really, really sharp out of the box. QC is outstanding, right, through the roof, and they just make some really well put together, nicely built knives, no doubt about it. So single wall cardboard here, bam, bada bing, bada boom, right, piece of cake. And of course, dual wall piece of cardboard. This one is going to be a little bit more challenging, but I'll tell you, man, that flat grind, very tall flat grind blade absolutely helps. Bam, look at that, very nice and easy to slice. And then made it through that dual wall, even dual wall piece of cardboard, like a piece of cake. So you all rate these in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10, right? 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know down below. All right, guys, well, there you have them, right? Again, two knives from two of my favorite knife dealers out there. Again, we got the Kentucky Holler Jack from Traditional Pocket Knives. You can use code McGill10 for 10% off. Absolutely appreciate Austin, everything he's doing with Traditional Pocket Knives. And this design here absolutely does not disappoint. And of course, from Lone Star Knives here, we got the CRUWEAR Micarta PM2 from Spyderco, right? Shout out to Chris, also an amazing guy, very cool dude. And you can get any USA made, that's right. Lone Star Knives only specializes on USA made knives. You can use code McGill EDC for 10% off over at Lone Star Knives, guys. Let me know your thoughts on these two. What do you guys like about them? What do you love about them? Right, just kind of figure it'll make for an interesting video to kind of check out two slightly completely different knives for that matter. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about them. What do you like about them? What do you love about them? Anything you dislike about them, let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.